Hit me!
Episode 415, the NOG-A-THON.
You've got to throw some cold water on this situation. Start talking about nerd stuff.
You know, nerd culture is mainstream now, so when you use the word nerd derogatorily, it means you're the one that's out of the zeitgeist.
System activate.
This is NetHeads with Will Wilkins and Trent Hunsaker. It's a tech podcast. But we are a ton cooler than your typical geek.
You guys rock.
And now, here's Will and Trent.
No one listens to the radio. I wasn't even listening. I was listening to podcasts. Podcasts are great. Radio's boring.
Oh, the streak continues, ladies and gentlemen. If you are alone on your Christmas Eve, know that you're not alone, because you're here with me. My name is Will.
My name is Trent.
You want to take part in the program? You can one of many ways. It's the chat wherever the hell you are.
Yeah,
that's
wherever
what
you're
it
at.
is,
Chat
right,
with
Trent?
us. Yeah, it doesn't matter wherever the hell you are. If you're here,
It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
It just matters that you're here.
Exactly.
Didn't check your angle ahead of time. Anyway, hey guys, welcome. Boy, oh boy. Sorry, once again, somehow, I don't know how we started late. I do know how. As I mentioned, if you're alone on New Year's Eve, then Christmas Eve, then you know it's Christmas Eve here in the States. And so Christmas is already in my house, Trent, but apparently so is influenza A. So my youngest, unfortunately, is sick, and there was Christmas Eve dinner. I made a delicious tri-tip.
Trent, I love a good tri-tip.
If I had a smoker, I would have reverse seared it. I do not. I am not a true man. There's nothing in my repertoire that is fueled by pellets. I admit this.
Yeah.
So, but as a fan of the famous cooler
Hughes.
steak.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, cooking a steak in a cooler.
Yes.
My mother-in-law had, for some reason, and then admitted, I'm not using this, a sous vide wand. So I sous vide that sucker up to 125.
Yeah.
Pan sear,
Yep.
finish in the oven, everything caramelized perfectly. I don't mean to obsess about food, Trent.
You're good to go.
I would have married that steak.
Here's the thing. I love meats. Like
Yes.
meats, that's one area where I would I have foodie tendencies when it comes to the meats.
I don't blame you. You know what? Look. Everybody that's plant-based, natural food, that's fine. We get it, and I'm not trying to rub any carnivorousness in your face. I was just talking about my meal. But I will say that I think I'm also sick. This is day 11 of having a cough that sounds like a barking sea lion.
You're turning into Trent a decade ago.
Right, and I'm coughing up small sci-fi creatures that are going to grow up and bleed acid somewhere later. You know,
Face huggers.
Yeah. Well, no, it's more like a lung shooter. But you know what? Nobody wants to hear about this on Christmas Eve. No, absolutely not. What do we want to hear? We want to hear our jingle bells. We want to get our on, right? God damn. So, given all the things, obviously, I apologize to everyone. Please, if you do have a libation to enjoy, we encourage it now. If you prefer to go with a non-alcoholic drink, that is also fully acceptable. I actually have a virtual healthcare appointment after this with a physician for Blair. So, Daddy's got tonight's nog is Cherry Coke Zero. Trent, what is yours?
But what a cool like time we live in where you aren't spending Christmas Eve in the ER just so you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like you can still do it from home. That's rad, dude.
It was a toss up, but the thing is the urgent care appointments pretty much were nullified in our area. They were already taken up, right? And they really urgent care doesn't take walk-ins. Okay.
Sure.
So
that's why it's urgent.
So if we had been able to get in, it would have been closer to right now. Did not podcast instead of doing the right thing for my daughter, people. Please don't even accuse me.
Yeah.
Don't even.
Yeah.
Please, we want no accusations. We want no declarations. We just want a little. So,
Yeah. I'm
again, sorry about the cough.
you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm drinking a little Irish coffee, so to speak, if you will.
Oh, is it less Irish and just more coffee?
No, actually, I put in equal parts amaretto and Scotch.
Oh, well, Dad, I don't understand how you got through the holidays. I had a lot of help from my friend Jack Daniels. I do have the Nog. Nice, it's a Cabernet for me this evening from Michelle Cuzo. Happy to have you with us.
Hey, Michelle.
Right? Burners unite. What up? Okay, look. Trent, I don't want to bury the lead. People have noticed you haven't been on the podcast. Is now the point you're making the announcement at your last show?
No, it's
awesome.
It's...
So now we can get into the real reason, which is both most admirable and most insane I think I've ever seen.
It's the Mm-hmm.
Our subscribers on a platform that I don't want to name because we're not going to name any sites in this show because I don't want to restart the TikTok stream, Trent.
Right.
So because of that, we can't potentially risk. Uh-oh. Did my internet go out?
I've still got you.
Oh, okay. Well, everything may have just reset. That's fun. Why actually would we want to engage with our audience in real time?
Yeah.
You've been gone for a large number of days from the program. It is an item we have noted. Others have noted it. You are not quitting, but it's been because you have been doing what with every moment of your spare time?
I bit off more than I could chew, and I had to just keep on chomping away. Otherwise, I was going to choke. Will, that's what happened. Oh my God!
Is that the way you put it? Okay, so the supporters of us on something that I can't say, they are. Privy to this, which I've shared an image, which you shared with me last night, which is near the end. Guys, Trent, he lives in Utah, so naturally he built the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I built that wall. That wall.
Now, at the point where I inquired, hey, are we good? Are you dead? This is what I got in response. At what stage of this wall building project were we at, Trent? When we were in this zone here.
Yeah, so that's there was like maybe 1/3. Well,
those look like your standard 6-foot A-frames right now.
Yep. Yeah. Those are. Yeah. So yeah, it's 12 feet high.
Okay.
And it so basically on the backside of my property is a apartment complex parking lot, which is like 4 feet above where my fence line was. Right, they built up the parking lot on top of it, which was problematic for a lot of reasons. One being the fence that was there, they could just look over my backyard and see everything that was going on, and they'd push snow right up against the fence, and since I was technically downhill at that point, it would all run into my. So it was just it was just problematic for a lot of reasons. So yeah, it's 12 feet from my ground, which ends up being like 8 feet above their ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But, not only an impressive feat, but also given the height ranges you're saying, nice reminder to people, hey, we're back here.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was part of the intended message, huh?
100%. Yeah, and it's crazy because it's so quiet now in my backyard. I can't hear a thing from the other side of the wall. It's insane.
And we can get into this in a second. So then the second time when I'm like, hey, not for nothing, do you think we can Irish coffee up some Nog-A-THON? And the response I got was this.
Yeah, it's so close. There's you can just see it's that top right corner was just the last little bit left to go.
Which is interesting because when you get to the final photo, you can see actually.
Oh yeah, you can see the stages it was built in. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, which I love actually. It's a great characteristic. But and here's the completed wall where you've capped it off and everything. So why don't you describe to the people who can't actively actually see this, describe the style of wall that you have built.
Yeah, so if you're interested, you can use a search engine and look up the term cordwood construction. That's the technical term for it. And so basically, you're just taking like what ostensibly be like a chunk of firewood, and you're using that as like a brick. And then around it, and then you just basically build two walls with a hollow center with the log connecting both walls on each side, and then you can fill that with any kind of weight or insulation. I used shredded cardboard and sawdust, yeah. So but I had to build up. I couldn't just start at the level of that I wanted it to be, or I had to build up a retaining wall essentially, and then backfill that in so that I was level with the ground on the back parking lot.
Which you bring up a very good point, because that was my immediate concern is
right.
Knowing what I know now about things like soft dirt and dropping skid steers into pools.
Right.
I understand that there's a thing called footing that
Yes.
needs to occur for a proper retaining wall. You have
Yep.
to have structure, but you also have to have solid footing, so that way
Yep.
it won't flex the way you don't want it to.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
that was my big concern. But you got that taken care of.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, you can see kind of the bottom like fifth of it or fourth of it even. Yeah, that's the retaining wall, and then I built up on top of that. So there's essentially two walls. The first is the retaining wall there, and I did that bottom section with what's the term? Recycled concrete. So concrete that like people had pulled out of old buildings, foundations, stuff like that. I went and picked that up and then used that as giant bricks, if you will, and as backfill for it to be on top of. And then also you can't just do dirt, as you were talking about, because the footings on it, you have to allow for water to pass through without it dragging soil with it, because that's what will push a wall over is the watershed. But yeah, that was yeah, and then the rest is all just wood, and I didn't spend any money on wood. It was all wood that I had taken down from my yard, and then a neighbor took down a giant pine tree, and I asked the arborist that cut it down if I could have all the wood, and they gave it to me. So I was able, and it was like perfect. Like I have zero wood left over. It was like spot on.
Well, I could understand that because from the design you can tell the closer we get to the end.
Yep.
The more wood's in play, which I totally get.
And the more wood you use, the faster it goes.
Right, exactly, because you're not having to fill in all that space in between.
Exactly. Yep.
But
It's
it
just
looks
mortar.
damn impressive. I mean, in some parts it almost looks caveman drawing level organizations of things. Like I'm wondering if you were actually telling the tale of this river that goes through the mountains. You know what I mean?
Well, I definitely spent there was a lot more thought in the wood placements, depending on how cold it was outside, how tired I was, how close it was to snowing.
Right. Which I can
yeah.
imagine was your the weather obviously being your greatest challenge,
Oh,
because
yeah.
snow would be detrimental, rain would be harmful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In fact, I had a in fact, one of the pictures is underneath a tarp. I pulled a rope across the whole thing and then had a tarp over top of it.
That's this group here.
Because it was raining like so much for so long. It only snowed once on it while I was doing that, but it was just in time because we're supposed to start getting snow. Like we have a winter advisory for tomorrow of snow.
Ah, very good. Makes
so
sense.
it was like nick of time situation.
Well, I'm really proud of you, man, because that is one hell. As a guy who tried to concrete a deck up himself in the yard, I have, and mind you, with a mixer from Home Depot that I scored for a sweet deal of only $200. So I was able to do 2 bags at a time.
Oh, nice.
And I had to cave and get help because no.
It's
I did the whole back section, and I'm like, this is because I was using forms.
Right.
Whereas with this, you were getting inspiration
Yeah.
from Mother Earth.
It's literally just one trowel at a time. Like, so all the mortar I just mixed in a bucket with a mortar mixer, and like the like drill style mortar mixer. And just, yeah, it was one trowel at a time, and that's what took so long, is that there wasn't like footings I could just, put up rebar to stabilize it and pour. It was
Yeah.
just like one slurp at a
So-
time, and then it gave me I have a golf elbow in both arms now.
Is that called bursitis?
I think bursitis is just the swelling of
Okay.
joints, but yeah, it's probably a type of it, but just in
Yeah.
the
I don't know.
yeah.
Lateral epicondylitis.
There we go.
Is that it?
I think that is it.
I
Yeah.
think I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's check the board. What do you guys think?
Survey
All right.
says.
We're gonna take the win that we get. So Trent, that is just honestly speaking, that's amazing. That is
Yeah,
just
thanks.
amazing.
Yeah.
The only question I have to ask is, at what point in the process did you discover I really need to start layering some gloves on?
Oh, when I was having to like take breaks to go inside. Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was when it was raining really, really hard, and because my hands would just get so wet and cold that I actually took a space heater outside just to like rewarm my hands up. But then, brilliant thing happened at work. We were cleaning out our storage space, and we happened upon a bunch of like really old halogen lights
Light kits.
that we don't use anymore. And my boss was like, "Hey, if you want them, just take it home. Like, get them gone."
Oh,
and
man.
oh my God, dude, those things are so hot.
And so
that
that
I can't-
explains.
Yep, exactly.
Look at that there.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
That is
it
just-
warmed the whole backyard, kept things lit. It was choice.
And by the way, I also want to give perspective here, because that is what Trent gave me. Those are 10-foot ladders that are leaning against it, people.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly.
And if you're listening to the podcast, just go to the red button thing to play it elsewhere so
Correct.
that it don't disconnect. I'm speaking in gibberish now. It just goes to show why it's not worth it broadcasting to certain platforms.
Oh,
Because if it's going to be
right.
more of a pain in the ass
Yeah.
than anything else,
Yep.
you just got to press the button and let it go, which I
Yeah.
just did. So go to patreon.com. You can see I saved one of the pictures free for everybody, or you can go to YouTube. Just like that.
Yeah.
I disconnected them.
And now you're
I
back.
don't want no Ellison in my broadcast.
Nope.
Poof, poof. Moving on, Trent. Again, Herculean effort. I'm so proud of you, and I understand well that the skin on your hands will never be the same.
No.
No, definitely not. You have been.
It's gone.
You have been. You have been through the ringer. But let me tell you, Trent. As I mentioned, illness has been going through the house here, but that's not going to stop me from at least bringing out some of the regular stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because this one's fun. And, sometimes you got to just do a layup, right, Trent?
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it's got to be a layup. Let's
Yeah.
do something easy and fun. So it's time really quick because in the background, I've never done this during the podcast. I have a 3D print going. But it's another one of these, and because I'm sending it to all of our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
Look. And yes, I know it'll be after the holidays. Have you met me? Anyway, it really quick.
What is my purpose?
That special segment of the show where I pull out a 3D printed object, and Trent needs to explain to us when
Yeah.
he looks at it. If he were to explain to the object itself, he would tell it.
What is my purpose?
So this one, Trent, I had to go something festive in the holidays. Now,
Right.
if you guys don't follow me on any of the platforms, you're missing out because you got privy to the last 3D print. The next to last 3D print that I did, which was a hitch cover for my car.
Right.
That said, "Check out my balls,"
Yes.
as a sign, and then it had two dangling ornaments. Wait, hold on. There we go. Two dangling ornaments, right? Which was fun. I don't know if I sent you a picture of the follow-up. Far less hostile. Green sign, white lettering, red bolts holding it onto the hitch cover. It says, "Jingle these bells," and it's just two golden bells.
Bells. Nice.
Which I thought was a little more family-friendly for driving around.
Yeah.
I love both designs. I think closer I think really the season should start off with how I feel about Christmas. Should start off with jingle these bells, right?
Right.
But by the last week before Christmas, it's check out these balls.
Yeah, you've gone full balls at that point.
Exactly. I've gone full T-balls at that point, you may want to say, right? Call it back. Thank you.
It is a
Good night.
Nog-A-Thon.
It is. Come on. One more booty call to the front door. Come on. No, Trent, what is my purpose is what we're talking about here. And I'm going to show you two versions of the same object. It is damn obvious what they are. But this is why I love the world of 3D printing, because these are just free. The design is free. You don't have to pay for the model. It's on the open marketplace. You download it and you get something like this, which is emulating a gingerbread thing. And it goes, kind of like, I could do that better if it weren't for my throat.
It actually sounded pretty good though.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's actually the dying of my vocal cords, which is that. No, let me give you a close up of this.
Yeah,
what
and
this object is.
And it's even been blasted in a corner.
It's not blasted. That is a bite, because for those that are watching on the podcast, this is blatantly, obviously an ornament, and it is a gingerbread TIE fighter, where one of the wings also has a bite taken out of it.
Yeah.
It is just. I think you know. Trent, can you tell what this is?
Yeah, it's a TIE fighter.
It is. It's a gingerbread TIE fighter ornament that if I had put crazy glue right in here, I could have been actually hanging and.
Some trivia.
Yes.
While yes, it does look like a bow tie, the apologists have made it relevant. What does TIE stand for?
I don't know, man. Trans-intergalactic?
Twin ion engine.
I should have known that. Hold on. Yes, here it is. Thank you. My nerd card. Appreciate it. Now, let me tell you, Trent, you're like, okay, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
Let me show you the other way you can print this, which is why I just have to send this, even though it's well after the season. This is another way, but with this, you wouldn't have the gingerbread on the inside as well.
Sure.
It would have to. But look at this. Look at this. Do you see what this is?
Dude, it's like the model from back in the day when you'd get them and then you'd punch them out and then
It's like it's like a model kit.
That's exact. Yes.
This was done by Fix'em Dude. This is also what I love about the 3D printing world. It's like they just brand it right there for you.
Oh, that is
Fix'em
rad.
Dude's gingerbread TIE fighter, and isn't that just? That's nostalgic for us and unique. I would be interested to see what happens if you hand this to a modern child. And
If
say,
they would even have a clue,
right?
As to like, well, it's flat. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it. It's flat.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's
Zach in the
freaking-
chat saying its purpose is to bring joy.
Yes.
Completely agree, sir.
This is
Completely
true.
agree.
Yeah.
Oh, completely agree. So that is just.
That is. Man.
This is the like. If people say, "Why do you 3D print things?" Come on,
Dude, that's I don't know, like.
come on.
Why didn't I even like? It's crazy that hasn't even dawned on me before that you could recreate the model kits of yore exactly as they were, right?
Dude, you can. Not for nothing, I'll just say you can print bricks if you know what I mean. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you were into,
what comes in that bag, and I've got absolutely no life and lots of time.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to print off some name brand Scandinavian interconnecting blocks,
Yeah, there
you
you
could
go.
do so.
Yeah, exactly. But this is just too freaking adorable. That is just too. And by the way, in case people aren't clear on what we were describing it as.
Oh shit! Yeah.
They're the old basic model kits where, like in this case, it would have been like flat wood or flat plastic. And they're interlocking parts so that way, because like this is the disc on the front. These are the circle that go at the 45 degree or 90 degree from the main cabin area to kind of build that virtual cabin area, and then the wings. So this is like a plastic model that you would break apart and then put together.
Yeah, and
Old
they've got
model kits used to be back
Totally.
in my days. Model kits came in plastic,
And then
you
you
get annoyed at the little nibs. You couldn't
I
get
was
off
just
the.
I was just gonna say that, like, you could tell, like, the guys who were really into it, because they would either go in and sand them off, or the dude who just wanted to get it together as quickly as possible to play with it.
See, and nowadays we're like, well, let me just get my flat pliers and no
Yep,
big deal. I'll just snip that
exactly.
right out of there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that absolutely killed me. Originally, I was going to 3D print them for my nephews, but I'm not going to my mother's in-law's house tomorrow. And I don't think dropping off potentially infected plastic is a good idea.
No, it's probably not. No.
Yeah. So
No.
instead, I'm going to send it to our supporters.
Yeah. So instead, yeah,
I'm
just throw
sorry,
some. Yeah,
who
just
isn't- I
just
think
wrap
there's
some
a-
tinsel around it and send them some influenza.
I'll be sure to cough on it as well. No,
Yep, yep.
Well, I'll put it into a bucket with a bunch of hand gel first, okay? Or I'll just make sure we're germ free and I'll halt printing now. Would probably be the better idea. Oh, Trent, I don't know what things are like in the Cache Valley. Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, obviously there are guys building walls.
But the weird thing is, I paid for it, not my neighbors.
There you go. Well, that's the way it should be. So look, zing a zing zing, and well played, sir. You even get some bells for that one.
Thank you.
I don't know what things are like in the Cache Valley. I don't know what things are like in Logan, Utah, where you reside. Let me just give them your street address.
Yeah,
I don't.
might as well.
Anyway, I had an experience today that just, first of all, it reemphasized the reason why it's good to be a person that's just got their shit together for the holidays.
Yeah.
Because earlier today, I ventured out of the house. I know, instantly you're like, mistake number one, Will.
Yeah.
I hear you. However, we wanted lunch, and apparently we hate the gays, so we were getting Chick-fil-A.
Oh, you gotta have that hate sauce.
There you go. I'll make a donation. All right.
You know,
So
to quote a great writer
Yeah.
from his screenplay, baby, you can't taste racism.
there you go. Clerks 2. Anyway, so you threw me off where I was going. No,
Sorry.
So I was going there, and we've got a brand new one opened up like earlier this year.
Uh-huh.
So it's now inconveniently close is the best way I would describe it.
Right.
So that's what we're going to have for lunch. Lately, I've apparently just been, maybe because I'm sick, I've only been eating like one meal a day. So I wasn't even going to get food. But the unfortunate thing about this location it's chosen, it's in the back corner of a parking lot.
Okay.
And that parking lot, every ingress is a pain in the ass. One comes in by Target.
Yep.
The other is midway through the aisles. And then the other one, the most convenient one, is to come from the direction I come from, make a right turn into it, and then I have to make a sharp left, okay? I only describe all this to you.
Once you're in the parking lot, you have to make a left.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm not explaining to you is that particular driveway in obviously has people making right turns and has people making left turns.
Right.
The left turns are going across a major road, so they are given brief spaces in between. And that driveway narrows down to one aisle.
Right. Yeah.
I kid you not. My entire trip there, because I use the app. Yes, I'm so fat. I use the app and I order ahead and pick it up in the drive-thru still. So I get half the experience. Listen, making that turn was 30 minutes of that trip. And the number of people that just forget everything about the rules of the road.
Oh my God, dude.
And I'm not talking about, I mean operating a vehicle safely.
Yeah.
The number of people that will make the left turn knowing they are not getting in that driveway and that they are cutting off traffic.
Yep. And then everyone else, someone will just have to let them in. They're like, I'm just gonna force my way in here as inconveniently as possible.
Yeah. Look, and I understand. We all got somewhere to be. Okay, I get it, man. Look, I understand. It's just still you gotta adhere to the law,
dude. So this exact same situation just down the street from me, an In-N-Out went in. And it's the exact
first of all,
same
I think you should
problem.
sue them because that is not fair. You should not be able to go just down the street for a double-double.
You should not be able to smell In-N-Out from your house ever.
That's a goddamn conspiracy.
It's the worst. But it sucks. Oh, it drives me insane because there's a turning lane there's only a turning lane for one way, right? It's not for the other way. It's to turn at it's to get in line to turn at the light.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But there's an exit that everyone goes in, that they get into that turning lane, and so they're backing up everyone that's trying to turn in that lane and forcing themselves across a double yellow line, which needs to be dotted if you're going to make a turn. Oh, dude, drives me insane.
Okay, now that's the In-N-Out's a great example. However, are there parts of your town that you just avoid during the holiday season?
Oh yeah, so just Main Street.
Well, actually, at Main Street, far end of Main Street is where the Walmart is, right?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
I got that right?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
been over a
Well,
decade or
yeah,
a decade.
well, there's two of them, but they're both on opposite ends
of Main Street. Let me tell you something about Logan, Utah,
Yeah.
boys. Us Walmart,
Yeah.
we owns it. We got
Yeah.
that town covered from end to end.
Well, and then dead center, Sam's Club.
Son of a biscuit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, curse you, Walmart.
Yep.
Curse you. Hey, by the way, Trent, in keeping with the festivities, I do want to take a moment to point out, every holiday, every Christmas, we all get jammies, right?
Right, yeah,
Christmas
tradition.
Eve jammies.
Yeah.
You get to sleep in them. It's like the only time we're allowed to wear clothes straight from the store. Otherwise, they always got to go in the wash first. But
Right.
no, these, Christmas is germ-free, as my house is
Yeah,
evidence.
yeah, obviously. Your germs will supersede everyone else's.
I've only had to hit the mute button 85 times so far during this podcast. See, oh boy. And that's the bitch of it is I can't laugh.
No.
I can't laugh, Trent.
I know,
Because if
dude,
I laugh,
yeah,
it
yeah.
causes the wheeze.
Yeah.
And then the wheeze causes the pain.
We call this laugh respiration therapy.
Exactly. Except I can't. Look, I may be exceptionally good at expectorating, but I don't wish to do it right now.
Right.
Anyway. So basically you avoid the Walmart parts is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically just
the Sam's Club too.
yeah, just so there's Main Street, just get it east or west of Main Street and you're fine. But everyone else is just like, oh, we have to go down Main Street to get anywhere. No, you don't, but everyone does.
Have you ever heard of a frontage road, people? Just some parallel road goes
Right?
the exact same way. Maybe it's got 3 more stop signs, but I'll bet you get to the other end much
You do.
faster.
You do.
There you go. There you go. See, yeah, and I know my mistake was going out today. Today is not the day to go anywhere near anything retail.
No, definitely not.
Because everybody's just thinking about their list.
Yep,
They're
last
checking
minute.
It,
Oh
they're
shit!
checking it twice.
Forgot to get so and so. You got so and so
Exactly.
covered. I thought you were gonna get it for him.
Look, if you're listening to this right now, okay, listen. Come in close. Okay, come here. Okay, listen. Hey, hold on. Hey, robots, shut up. I'm trying to have a moment. Listen. You got enough things for the stocking. Stop worrying. Okay?
It's
Got
true.
enough for the stocking. Stop worrying. I had that panic. I had an emergency Amazon drop off today because I want the world to burn. But there's a certain moment you have to take an allocation of everything that's happening and everything you've got. And you have to say it's enough. Look, I got to be honest, Trent. I know I'm wearing my festive jammies that say I'm most likely to eat all Santa's cookies.
But literally.
The shirt that my wife bought for me, by the way, she calls them like she sees them, Trent.
She knows. She knows.
I am so freaking tired. I haven't had a good night's sleep in a
Oh.
long. Anyway. I know I'm all in my festive jammies. I know I'm ready to the presents and all the things are happening tomorrow. I hate Christmas. Look, guys, I think since about the age of 18, it's just another.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the greatest gift we can give one another is not the expectation of gifting. I mean, thank you again, sir. And I know eventually it happens. Eventually, maybe before Avengers comes out, Galactus's head will show up.
Sure.
I'm so tweaked because I got half the magnets in, but also there's one of his ears, as they're described. It just keeps missing one part on the print, and I keep trying. So,
no.
because if it were sitting here, I don't care. I
Right.
don't care. But
Right.
for you, Trent,
Yeah.
for you, I want it to be good.
Thank you.
Anyway, Christmas for me is just another moment of anxiety to let somebody down. Okay? That's all it is for me. I mean, not to mention, not for nothing, but I know where the money comes from. I know what it's needed for, and I know where it needs to go.
Right.
So, if I could go back in time, the one change I would make, Trent, the one change, because you can't look. Contrary to the opinion there was ever a war on Christmas, you cannot defeat it. It's just like the grimace. It can't be stopped.
Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, it's not unlike the Noid.
It can't be stopped. You can't. Don't fight Christmas. Just don't. I'm not telling you to give up. I'm just saying you can't fight Christmas.
Yeah.
If Christmas is in your life elsewhere, you can't fight it.
Yeah.
But,
be like water.
But if
Flow
I could
with
go
it.
back in time, Trent, I wish I had the epiphany. Not the epiphany, but an epiphany.
Yes.
Okay. Which would have been, in this household, we have Christmas Eve jammings, and then, much as though we were visited by the 3 wise men, there are but 3 gifts under the tree for each individual.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot saner, a lot safer.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the number, Trent.
Yep.
Everybody knows.
And it's always fair, right? Like it's always obtainable. It's doable.
It's balanced. And hey, if times are lean,
yep,
it can play itself out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Well, and I think back to my childhood, and I wish that I could have had better attribution to the gifts that I got, like as a little kid, from my parents and not from Santa.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it little ears leave the room.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
But you know what I mean? Like let Santa bring something, right?
Yeah, but
like
not
still
the big thing.
Exactly.
Not the
right?
big thing.
Because
But
then
that's-
it's just I understand. I get it.
So you're
but-
saying same thing in your house. Santa brings one wonderful gift, and mom and dad do
And mom
the
and dad can bring 2, right? Like that would be awesome. Like to do it that way. Yes.
My parents misaligned me with the impression that there was everything. So why the fuck should I care what they did for me? You know what I'm saying?
I know, but really though, right? Like because like in like when you have those moments of retrospection, you're just like, oh, I was a little shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I did not have a value of the dollar in my youth.
And by the way, if you're the kind of person that looks around and like, how do we get here? How do we get here? Look what we were all willing to believe as kids, okay? Just saying. You know, just saying. But it's and here's the other thing too, because I know lately, ever since the traumatic brain injury, every once in a while I keep coming up with some of these gems, and you might think, oh, is there tin foil underneath that jaunty long elfin hat of yours, Will?
Right.
To which I say, no, there isn't. However, because if you think about it, like Christmas truly is for the rich. So is its continuation less about religion and more about suppressing the middle class by applying pressure to us that we need to buy and invest in the economy, and we're willing to go into debt every year for it?
Every year, out of cultural expectation.
Why the hell do you think corporate America tends to roll out bonuses in March?
Yep.
Because that's about where you bootstrapped it back together.
Yep. Exactly.
So I don't mean to sound like a cotton-headed nitty muggins, okay? I'm not trying to sound that way. I'm not all loco in my. No, sir. I'm just saying. All right, that should be a new segment. It's just I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
But I just look. Thing is, Trent. I like to think we're friends. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I tell
yes.
everyone. I say my best friends in Utah, and they're like, sure, and let's.
And your girlfriend in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you are. That's what you are, man. But you're not. The thing is, you are a real person. Actually, yeah, you are my best friend. But anyway, listen. I need you to also protect me, because if I start to drift into back in my day, we used to fly all dressed up, top hat.
Into a Gran Torino moment.
Yeah, I can't go into drunk uncle. If I start going into drunk uncle, Pineapple is our safe word, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Just
Gosh.
say it 3 times and
I
we'll know.
I sure miss that Bobby Moynihan. Oh, he's the best.
I do too, especially, but for the 50th, they did, Drunk Uncle did return.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was nice. As a
Oh.
matter of fact, wow, man, like, frickin' SNL has been on. It's I can't make an SNL. Okay, so I'm not one to comment.
Obviously.
Some are better than others. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And we're in a very interesting ebb and flow time in regards to the shows. Like
Yeah.
literally, here's how I view SNL now, Trent. First of all, it is either 8:30 on Saturday in real time or whenever the fuck on Sunday, okay?
Right.
Because either way, I'm able to engineer it, no commercials.
Yeah.
But now I am at the point where, in order to earn my weekend update, I got to watch everything, but I still have the ability to skip the musical guest if I just so desire.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
And after that, we are both free and clear of commitment from that. I could watch the rest of the episode
or not.
based on the tone I have gotten.
Yep. Yep.
But I was kind of shocked this week to find out that Bowen Yang was exiting mid. But I like to think he pulled a Cecily Tyson because that's what she did as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Went out mid-year again. So
who else? Who else did a mid-year? But I think she may have. It was shit.
was it Kate McKinnon?
No. It was she only had one season though. It was shit. On Big Mouth and all the Nick Kroll stuff. God. She's on God, what is it called? Parks and Rec. She's
Raffaello's brother or sister?
Yes.
John Raffaello?
Yes. Yeah. John Raffaello's sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenny
I know-
Slate. Jenny
There
Slate.
you go. I knew
Yeah.
you'd get there. See,
She did the same thing.
I sit back, I relax, I start mumbling things, and eventually it comes to you.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
Well, and it's interesting. So I have a group of friends who do fantasy SNL, and so they play it just like you
Oh.
would fantasy football. And so you all pick, like, you do a draft at the beginning of the season when they announce what the cast is going to be, and then they get points for however many times they're in there. They get different points if they break during
wow.
a sketch, like different stuff like that. Yeah, so they built like
See-
a full thing so that they're all dialed into SNL every week.
Yeah, and like last week's would have been a great one because like if you were the person that you were playing the line on the person breaks, you know what I
Right.
mean, or the
Yeah.
over under. It was an Ariana Grande episode,
Yeah.
so you were
Yep.
pretty much a lock to get some of that.
Yeah.
But all said and done, I don't know if it doesn't sound like you've had time to watch anything, but there are 2 things I would encourage you to watch because every once in a while, Trent, I need to step in. I need to say, hey, Trent, this is the unimportant reality.
Pay attention to this.
This is the unimportant reality. But if I would encourage you to do anything, if you watched the It movies of 2016,
Welcome to Derry. That's
Chapter 1, Chapter 2, you have to watch.
That's
Welcome
what
to
I'm doing
Derry.
tomorrow. That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Merry fucking Christmas, man,
Yep.
because let me tell you something. There are 2 things that I learned about this show watching this show. One, I have truly never watched a perfect season of television until now.
Whoa,
I am putting that on the
That
line.
is a bold statement, Monfrere.
Peacemaker season 2 was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
But at times it stretched the premise a little thin for me.
Okay.
Other than that, it was great. But Welcome to Derry is truly a perfect, and they fully take advantage of the fact that they are on cable.
Right.
Oh, well, pardon me, they
good.
are on a premium service.
Yeah.
They're effectively not rated. But also just an amazing job of threading a needle I didn't know existed, which is making a prequel for something and just completely and seamlessly, unlike sections of your wall, Trent, weaving these elements together so that they are indecipherable from one another.
Yeah.
Okay? It is just
like going into the movie itself, right? So you see the transition is just flawless.
And the thing is
setting things up for it.
The show's going backwards because it's going back every 27-year cycle. So it
Right.
goes. There was this one in 65, then in 30 something, and then we get the 08s area around there, right? And so somehow this episode, led perfectly into the movies, yet also sent you on your way for the previous, or for the next season, which is the previous iteration of this It creature.
Yeah.
So watch that. Now, also, if you have the Apple TV Plus or a friend that has it, it's fully available and fully bingeable now. Vince Gilligan's Pluribus. And I'm not saying anything else about it because I'm hoping you know nothing about it, and I want you to go in that way. Don't watch a trailer, nothing. If you already know something, let me have this.
Okay, no, I know nothing. I heard Vince Gilligan, and I was like, okay, I'm in.
All you got to do is give it the first 20 minutes, and I guarantee you.
Done.
Hooked, my friend. So those are the two things that I wanted to convey to you. You really need to see because they are just, and plus it's an amazing with It, Welcome to Derry, the way somebody is so effectively able to adapt Stephen King's work in such a way that it just blends right in. It was just, holy cow. Oh, also, I have to tell you, I discovered something. You remember the fun little game I can play with my eye to where it can just drift to the side? Bill Skarsgård, the guy that plays Pennywise, the clown, It, can do the exact same thing. So when you see Pennywise do the content, because he does that, it's like when he hones, and it's odd, like for me, it's life is completely out of focus, but for Pennywise, it's more like when he's honing in on something.
Yes.
That it happens. It's like, oh.
Well, because they talk about it in the book.
Yeah.
That like he'll be like,
Hold on. There
it is.
So that was fun to find out too. It's like, oh, cool. One of my weird traits is another person's weird trait and work that I respect. That's fabulous.
No, it is like that's what I'm doing tomorrow is watching Welcome to Derry, and another reason to have gotten it all finished. So I wouldn't spend tomorrow working on the wall. I'm done.
There you go. That is one hell of a way to reward yourself. I guarantee you. And I would almost encourage you in the most douchey of ways. I'll edit the footage for you, but just record yourself watching it. Right?
Right. Yeah.
I tried to do that and then do a trickery into a live show, and the live show never went. So I did a show for nobody, which was really fun. But anyway, I haven't looked back on the me watching it footage, but I did that for the It Welcome to Derry finale.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, there's a certain moment where you realize I'm talking because I know a camera's on me, and boy, I'm a douche. So maybe don't do that. Never mind. I take it back.
There's a set of
steak knives.
A set of shorts, I think, that Stephen King released. And it's adjacent. They don't say that it's not Pennywise, but it's basically Pennywise, and he's living in a library at one point in Derry. So it'll be interesting to see if that gets any play at all or not.
Very true. Very true. That would be interesting. But that's the thing that, interestingly enough, I think of there are three key works of Stephen King that interweave with each other, and that would be It. Okay, that's the first one. The second one, can you guess?
Salem's Lot.
I'm going to go with The Stand. But okay, now you're right. So never mind. I'm saying primarily.
Yes, yeah. The Stand and then Dark Tower.
And then the Dark Tower series.
Yeah.
Because at some point it's implied that Pennywise is a character that we see in the Dark Tower.
In the Dark Tower series, yeah.
And I love the way it literally is also littered through works. Like at the point where Pennywise is supposed to be dead, in the Tommyknockers, somebody thought they were seeing things because they thought they saw, or it may have been Dreamcatcher. It's one or the other. One of them involves, there was a memorial at the Standpipe, and somebody had scrawled "It lives." In Dreamcatcher.
It's Dreamcatcher, yeah.
Right. And then in Tommyknockers, one of the guys thought they were going loopy because they saw a clown holding a balloon in the sewer.
Yeah.
So the thing is, us netheads, us nerds, that's how we get we love that continuity stuff, right?
Yeah,
that's what really jingles our bells. For sure. And we are definitely for continuity. So, if you guys, I'm sorry, interestingly enough, before I got sick, I have not had my annual rereading of The Stand. I read The Stand every single year.
Yeah.
Which, is just, it's an amazing first half of a book to relive. And then you feel like you're on every moment of that walk in the back back 9. You know what I'm saying?
100%, dude. It just keeps going.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
there is a saying that stemmed from The Stand, from reading it, and I often, if I'm hearing something in the news, something happens, something's lost, something's gone. I don't know if you remember the chapter in The Stand, which is basically a telling of all of the people that weren't killed by the pandemic in the book, but were more casualties of the pandemic happening.
Yeah.
And one of them is just like, it was a phrase that kept getting repeated about each one of these poor people that died. No great loss.
Yep.
Of all of Stephen King's work, that's one thing that often will come up. No great loss. I'll even say it about things, oh gosh darn it, I'm never going to find the screw. No great loss.
No great loss.
It's a good philosophy.
Yeah,
in a way.
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Dare I say a Christmassy type of philosophy?
Yeah. I mean, it's right up there with, cause a wheel.
Hey, oh man, right? Thank you, Cy. The number of times I've said that to people, and I don't know if it goes right over here or right
dude,
in here.
All the time I say it, and I think they think I'm just typing "sir" and messing it up. It's like, no, I'm saying thank you, Cy. Thank you,
You almost made
Cy.
me spray my monitor, man. Oh, hey, you see, I gotta shut up and let you talk more because there's great stuff coming out of that end of the mic. But no, Will's just like blah blah blah. Oh, hey, play the sound effect again. There you go. You're an innovator.
Dude, the last time you played it, you had the bells going at the same time, and you dropped it. Like I thought you were like mixing a remix or something on the spot, like you were gonna do some Reggie Watts style, like
no, but I could.
Beardy
I mean,
Man producing.
I could jam all these sounds together. It doesn't mean it's gonna be anything good.
Right.
Woo. Boy, Trent, I got to tell you, I think we just had one hell of a run.
We nogged it, we thoned it, we NOG-A-THONed it,
and we hope that we at least were able to help you sit back and you know what we should fucking do for the NOG-A-THON, but it would be damn near impossible for me to do without just trickery. But like next time we do the NOG-A-THON, it should just be like from here it cuts after the first hour. To like a fake fire thing kind of going. What do they call it? A Yule log.
Yeah, Yule log.
Right. But every once in a while, I can just turn on the green screen feature and like come in on the logs and like cheer everybody.
Check in on everybody. How we doing? We doing okay, everybody? Yeah.
You guys,
see who's on the
is
stream.
Anyone there?
Catching in? No.
You're really still there, man.
You're still there, huh? All right, buddy.
Committed. We respect it. We respect it.
I thought you of all people would be busy tonight, but all right, whatever.
That maybe next year.
That's a good idea.
Or you know what? Sounds like a lot of work. I'm just saying.
I still throw on the was it Dewar's that did? I can't remember. There was it was a whiskey or a scotch, maybe
oh God,
bourbon.
the one with Rick Offerman.
Yes, yeah.
Nick Offerman.
Where he's just sitting there like drinking scotch or whiskey by a fire for like 6 hours.
I know. Getting a little sweaty near the end too. He's just he's really like in the back of his mind. He's going, I have zened to the maximum. I can zen no more. How much longer am I sitting in this fucking chair? Which is pretty much a thought that goes through my mind every single day. Because even today, Trent, Christmas Eve, I found myself sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
I've spent way too much of my life being irradiated by these things, but I got to bring up one thing. Okay. We hit it on the pre-show. We do a little pre and a little post for our wonderful Patreon subscribers. We love them so much. We give them the extra nethead that nobody asked for, but they're willing to contribute for. And I noted this as I was sitting here, there's something about your lighting that changed. Because before, what I always saw as a duck symbol on your hat, and I said, what is that symbol? And I knew there was some skullduggery because you wouldn't tell me. And you would be the first one to tell me. So you wanted to know when I would ID this. So one, I think it says something about me that I did not pick up on this until this lighting changed. But I saw the logo, and for the first time, I saw the F being a lighter color than the O, to which I just like, you were talking to me, and I just had the epiphany. I'm like, is that the OnlyFans logo on your hat?
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So to everybody that's been snickering at me since I asked that question, I truly can behave almost holier than thou. Isn't that right? Exactly. So now, do tell, please. You have to.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I would like to remind everybody in the listening audience, Trent lives deep, deep, deep in that bright red heart of Utah,
Yeah.
where the reddest of the red
Yeah.
ride and die.
In fact, so yeah, it's so in justification, as you can see, I've got it's MotoGP and Triumph Motorcycles. They have a race team. OnlyFans does. They're the main sponsor for the American race team, and and I'm a big fan, supporting the team. However, going around town wearing this on the weekends is the best because I see a couple at the Home Depot, and I'll get a double take from a guy, and then we don't make eye contact, and he looks away. I'm like, oh.
You're having the exact opposite
Oh.
effect in public that Kevin Smith does.
Yes, right.
Where people will do a double take and be like, there's no way Silent Bob's at Home Depot.
Right, yeah.
Instead, you're like, that guy's got a...
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not supposed to know this.
I don't know what that is.
And
I can't say anything to my wife.
You almost have an invisibility shield. Now,
Yeah.
I'm dying to ask, Trent, now that you've made me aware of this whole wonderful endeavor about it.
Yeah.
Because again, folks, he's just much in the same way you might have an Eagles jersey,
Sure.
a Washington Commanders hat,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yeah.
supporting your moto team, right?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Joe Roberts.
So has there ever been a time you've been out walking about and you see the husband give the look and then look away, and then the wife gives the look and looks away? Because this, my friend, if you have not yet, is your unicorn.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, yeah. Or fingers crossed. One day I'll see the look, and then the double elbow to each other, where they're like, eh.
Then you see that, but you know what? The odds are they were already somebody you ran into at FanX.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, definitely. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm about to see if I can actually cough up a lung. And Trent has got all of life to get to now that he's not building that wall. But I hope all your neighbors thank you for that, by the way. You know? You're getting done what America couldn't, my friend.
Well, that and I think they're just happy that there's not a giant spotlight blaring out into their windows in the middle of the night anymore.
Everybody in the apartment is going,
Yep.
for the love of God, what is going on?
Yep.
What level of has anyone called thinking there are tweakers in your yard?
No,
Like, have the cops come by?
no one's called. I tried really hard not to run any power tools after 10 o'clock.
Very good. Yeah.
So-
I was brushing my teeth.
Yeah, it's not a chainsaw, I promise.
I'm done anyway. Okay. Well, you gotta. So the day you find that unicorn, my friend, please, you must let me know. 'Cause
Well,
I am,
yes.
I'm eagerly awaiting that.
Yes.
And I still am just. I'm absolutely gobs. Now I'm wondering. Okay, now I got to ask one more question. But I'll tell you what. I'm saving it for our Patreon subscribers, much
Yep.
like our Patreon subscriber of the week, which is Diana Weeks. So,
Diana,
all of our appreciation and support.
longtime friend.
And you will, after this, if you are a subscriber on our Patreon, you will hear the other question that I have to ask Trent, which I think is going to be a wonderful example. So once again, we will be sans stinger. We're gonna end the show, Trent. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
we're just
end
gonna
the
end
show.
it. We're just gonna end it.
I'm tired. Look, I think everyone expects us not to fake it, okay? And if that's the case, that means we're not going to come up with some arbitrary funny thing to say after the fact. If we don't
Right.
legitimately have something funny to say, we're not going to say anything at all.
No, yeah.
So, Merry Christmas. What? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Past. Kwanzaa. Festivus.
For the rest of us.
Atheist. Or none of this. Please, I know this is a tough time for everybody, so remember, there's always somebody to talk to, and don't apply a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Reach out. There's plenty of numbers you can call to somebody will speak to you, and they will care, and we care. So please do that. Until next time, Happy holidays to everybody. I'm Will.
I'm Trent.
And Trent, I think we will be back soon.
NetHeads. We'll be back soon.
Goodbye.
This has been a Smodcast production. Smodcast Podcast, using our mouths on you since 2007.